Namaste, welcome my friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. For today's practice, we're going to focus on the inner thighs. A lot of times I know we are focused on the hips and the outer thighs and all the stabilizer muscles back here, but I thought we would do a nice practice to open up into the inner thighs and really relax them. Sometimes if we're really active runners, cyclists, the inner thighs tend to get really tight and contracted. For today's practice, I really suggest using a block. So a yoga block would really be nice, maybe even a couple of yoga blocks if you've got them. If you don't have a yoga block, you can just use pillows or blankets of some sort. So you can get a couple of nice thick blankets and fold them to make it similar to the height of a yoga block. So please go ahead and grab the props that you need, and I will meet you on it. So please come to a comfortable seat on your mat, please. Cross your ankles, sit tall. Your hands can rest on top of your knees. Take a nice deep breath in. Just close your eyes for just a moment. Notice what's happening inside the body. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale it out. And as you do this, just notice any areas of tension, any areas that might be spacious and happy. Just begin to notice what's happening inside the body, from head all the way down to the back of your neck and throat and the shoulders and your upper back and mid back and chest and belly and hips. Inner thighs, outer thighs, knees and ankles. And then notice your breath, notice your natural inhales and exhales. And then gently blink your eyes open, please. And bring the bottoms of your feet together, soles of your feet together, and make it really easy. So it doesn't have to be a tight butterfly pose. Your heels can be a little bit lengthened away from the groin area. So you have more of a diamond shape. And as you do, take one of your blocks if you're using a block, or maybe you can take both of them. And put them right on top of one another like this. And just bring your forehead on top of your blocks. If you don't need to, you can just take one block and put your forehead on top. We're just going to take our time here to let the inner thighs open a little bit. Take your elbows to the inner thighs, gently press them open. Take a nice deep breath in. You may even notice once you do that, that you actually begin to create space in your low back as well. So, excuse me, just pause for a moment. Make a nice deep inhalation. Exhale it out. One more breath here. We're going to start moving slowly, but I just want to get those inner thighs, just kind of give them some love and care. Inhale. And exhale. And then slowly begin to lift your torso up. Put your block to the side, please. With the help of your hands, bring your knees together. Put your feet flat on the floor, lean back just a little bit, and then drop your knees over to the left. Inhale. Come back to the center, drop your knees over to the right. Inhale, back to the center. 2 more times, side to side. As you do this, notice if one side is a little bit more open than the other side. And then sit back one last time to the left and to the right. And then next time you drop your knees over to the left, pause here. Bring your right heel closer to your buttocks. Bring your left heel close to your right knee. Take your hands to your hips. Take your left hand right next to your hip. Inhale. Begin to turn your torso over to the left as you let that right hip come up. And then exhale, come back to the center. So really let that right hip lift off the mat as you're twisting over to the left. Maybe you like to take your gaze over to the left and then exhale, come back to the center. Inhale one more time, take it all the way over, pause here for a moment. Then bring both hands on the outside of that left thigh and then press the earth away as you lift the hips up. This may be a really good place for you to stay. Maybe you would like to come down on your elbows. See if that's available for you. It's going to be a really deep stretch for your low back and the inner thighs. So just be gentle. Take a nice deep breath in. Lift the chest up. Exhale, soften. Drop the head down. And then lift and press your torso all the way back up. Come back to the center. Take your, sit back on your hips again and drop your knees over to the right. Your left heel comes to your hip. Your right heel comes close to your left knee. Take your right hand next to your body, left hand on your hip. Inhale, lift and twist. Look over your right shoulder. Exhale and come back to the center. 2 more times. Inhale, look over your right shoulder, twist that, make a nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring that left hip down. Really let the left hip come off the ground. Roll all the way with your torso. Look over the right shoulder. Exhale, come back to the center. And then this time as you look over the right shoulder, pause here. Take both hands and place it on the floor, on the mat. Inhale, lift the chest up, hold here. This might be really a good spot for you. Maybe only if you want to go a little bit deeper, maybe bring your elbows down. So it just changes the stretch just a little bit. It's not better or worse, it's just a different stretch. Drop the head down, take a nice deep breath here, exhale it out. And then press yourself all the way back up. We're going to go to side A once again. So take your knees over to the left, take your right heel to your right hip, twist over to the left, hands come down in front of the left thigh, or maybe you like to bring your elbows down. If this is where you want to stay, this is great. Maybe some of you would like to take the right arm out and then thread it under your body and bring the right ear down to the floor. So this one is really a deep twist of the spine. Make sure that your spine likes doing this. Hold here for a moment, drop the head down as close as you can to the floor, or maybe you can make a fist with your left hand and just put your temple on your left fist. Take one more deep breath here, exhale. Actually, a block would be okay for your head too. And then gently unwind, be super slow. I'm gonna just nice and easy come back to the center. Take your knees over to the right, left heel next to your left hip, right heel next to your left knee. Twist over to the right, pause. See if you want to go down on your elbows, pause. See if you want to take that left arm out to the side, inhale and exhale, thread that left arm under your body as you bring the left ear down to the floor, or you can always take your block and put it under your head. So whatever works best for you. If you notice, this side is a little bit more open for me than the other side was. So I'm just going to pause here for a moment and breathe into my low back. Exhale it out. Shanti did a loud breath there with me too. And then gently begin to press yourself all the way back up. Come back to the center. Bring both knees to your chest. Come to the top of your mat. If you are not already there, place your hands down and lift your hips up into forward fold. So drop the head down. Maybe you like to grab opposite elbows and just kind of sway your torso side to side. I taught a bar class this morning and I already feel my hamstrings are super tight from that class. So just kind of sway your torso side to side, let the head drop. Let the head completely drop. And then placing your hands down onto the mat, step your left foot back behind you. As you bend the left knee, drop into that left hip, let the right knee bend. As you step the left foot back, bend into the right knee and drop the left hip down. So you come into a runner's lunge. Take a nice deep breath here. Now walk your hands to the left side of your mat and then spin your back foot flat. So my legs are kind of in like warrior two position. I'm pressing through the outside edge of my left foot. My hands are on the floor. This might be a really good place for you to place your hands on a block. See if you need your blocks, you can use that, or you can just have your hands be on the floor. Now, really press to the outside edge of that left foot. So I want you to really begin to feel the stretch in the right hip and the left inner thigh. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, see if you can bend that right knee a little bit deeper, just a little bit. Don't go so crazy yet. We're not there yet. Just a nice little bend in that knee. Inhale, walk your hands back to the center. Pick up that left heel off the ground. Bring your left knee down to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, take your hips back to your left heel as you flex the right foot. So now we're stretching into that right hamstring. Walk your hands again to the left side of your mat and plant your hands down and lean onto that right hip. So press that right hip towards the back wall. Keep the right foot flexed. Inhale and exhale. Maybe drop the head down and fold in between the legs. One more deep breath here. Exhale it out. Lower the right toes down, bring your hands all the way back to your mat, tuck your left toes under, pick up the left knee off the ground, and step the left foot next to the right foot. Inhale, lengthen the spine, halfway up, exhale, fold forward, keep the knees bent, plant your hands down, and step your right foot back behind you. Right knee comes down to the floor. Inhale, lift the chest up. Good, now tuck the right toes under, pick up that right knee off the ground. See if you can let the right hip melt down towards the floor as you let that left knee bend a little bit more. Walk your hands over to the right side of your mat and then spin that back foot flat. Right foot is flat, you're pressing through the outside edge of the right foot. Now can you lean a little bit deeper into that left hip? And then can you bend the left knee just a tad more? So it's like millimeters. 1 millimeter can make a whole lot of difference. Drop the head down. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale it out. Walk your hands back to the mat, please. And bring the right knee back down to the floor. Take your hips back to your right heel. Flex the left toes. So you come into Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. Walk your hands again to the right side of your mat and then lean onto the left hip. Keep the left toes flexed so you're lifting the toes towards your shin. Drop the head down, let that left hip stretch out, let the left inner thigh. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale out. Coming all the way back to the center, drop the left toes down to the floor and step the right foot next to the left foot. Inhale, halfway up, exhale and fold. Bring your hands to your hips and come all the way up to standing. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling. Exhale, hands come to the heart center, Samastihi, and then take a big step back with your left foot. Keep both legs straight. And now bend the left knee back behind you. So my right leg, my front leg is straight, my back knee is bent. And then press it to become straight. Bend the left knee back and then press it up. Keep the core engaged, lift the chest up, bend the knee back and press, and 2 more times. My left heel is off the ground. I'm leaning my torso back and press that knee straight. 1 more time, bend the knee back. As you lift the chest up and press it straight, bend the right knee, step the left foot next to the right foot. Inhale here, As you exhale, take your right step back with your right foot. Straighten both legs first. That right heel is off the ground. Bend the right knee as you keep the left knee straight and lean your torso back. And then straighten it and bend that back knee and straighten. Bend the back knee. It's almost like somebody's pulling you back and you're like, no, I want to go there. I'm going to straighten it. Bend the right knee back and straighten it one more time and bend. Beautiful. And straighten. Bend the left knee, step the right foot next to the left foot. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bend the knees and fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale and fold. Plant your hands down. Step your left foot back behind you. Keep the left knee off the ground if you can. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, spin the left foot flat. Walk your hands over to the left side of your mat. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, lean onto the right hip. Drop the head down. Inhale, come back to the center. Bring the left knee down to the floor. Take the hips to your left heel. Flex the right foot, half split. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, walk your hands again to the left side of your mat as you lean over to the right hip. One more deep breath here. Exhale, lower the right toes down. Walk your hands back to the top of your mat and step your left foot next to the right foot. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold and step your right foot back behind you. Inhale, into your lunge. Exhale, spin your right foot flat. Walk your hands to the left side of your mat. Lean to the left side. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Inhale, walk your hands back to the top of your mat. Bring the right knee down to the floor, half split. Take your hips to your heel. Flex the left toes. Inhale, walk your hands all the way to the right side of your mat. Once again, lean onto that left hip. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, fold a little bit deeper. Flex the left toes. Inhale, come all the way back to the center. Lower the left toes down and step the right foot next to the left foot. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, drop the head down. Hands come to your hips. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Stretch it up. Exhale, Samasthihi. Hands come to the heart center. Take a big step back with your left foot, please. Left heel is off the ground. Bend the left knee back. Inhale. Now reach the arms back and maybe you can take the right fingertips towards your left heel. See if that's, you don't have to touch your left heel, just kind of reach for it. Inhale, come back to the center. Spin the back foot flat, come into warrior two. Open up. Inhale, reach back behind you, exalted warrior. Exhale, circle your hands down to the floor and bring that left heel off the ground again. Inhale, take your right hand to the outside of that right knee and twist over to the right. Stretch it out. Now maybe reach the right arm up towards the sky. Take a nice deep breath here. Keep the left knee off the ground if you can. Exhale, lower the right hand down and step the left foot next to the right foot. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Stretch it out. Exhale, hands come to the heart center. Big step back with your right foot. Right heel is off the ground. Bend the right knee as you straighten the left knee. Inhale here. As you exhale, open your arms. Maybe reach towards your right heel with your left fingertips. Inhale. And exhale, coming all the way back to the center. Take a nice deep breath here. And then open up into warrior two. Sorry, I spaced out there for a moment. Warrior two, please. Turn the left palm up, reach back behind you, exalted warrior. Exhale, circle your hands all the way down to the floor. Pick up that right knee off the ground. Inhale, lift the chest up. Take your left hand to the outside of the left knee. Roll your chest open to the left. Maybe reach your left arm up, stretch it out, twist your spine. Revolve lunge, inhale in, exhale, lower the left hand down and step the right foot next to the left foot. Take your peace fingers to your big toes and hook your big toes. Inhale, lift the chest up, exhale, fold forward, keep the knees bent, let the elbows open wide out to the side. Now really drop the head down, Asta Paragustasana. Take a nice deep breath in, shake the head side to side, and then release the hands, bring your hands to your hips, and come all the way up to standing. Inhaling, Urdhva Hastasana, reach up, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees and fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, plant your hands down, step your left foot back, right foot back, come to top of the push-up. Pause here for a moment. Can you engage the core? Press the earth away. Take a nice deep breath here. And then as you exhale, just come all the way down to the floor, all the way on your belly. I'll move my plug so you can see me a little bit better. Stack your fingertips. Take your forehead to your stacked fingertips. Bring your legs together. Let the elbows open out to the side. Bend your left knee out to the side. So it's almost like your legs are in tree pose and you're resting your forehead on top of your stacked fingertips. You can stay here and practice that, or maybe you like to lift the chest up and bring your elbows in towards each other. So your upper body is now into Sphinx pose and your legs are in tree pose. Inhale, lift the chest up. Actively begin to draw your elbows towards your hips as the hips are drawing towards your elbows. So create that beautiful traction where it allows your chest to lift up. Maybe this is where you want to stay for another few breaths, or maybe you like to extend that left leg out to the left and then see if you want to come up a little bit higher. So come up on your hands, lift the chest up. If you go here and you feel like, oh, that doesn't feel good on my back, then just come down on your elbows. I'd rather you have the elbows bend slightly or all the way down than feel like you're dumping into your low back. Inhale here, exhale and lower everything down to the floor. Come back to crocodile pose. Your fingers unstacked on top of one another, your forehead is resting. Bend the left knee and then straighten the left leg back behind you. Come into crocodile pose. As you're ready, we're going to go to the other side. I'm going to have to turn around because I don't have a whole lot of room on that side. So the legs are initially together. Inhale. Maybe this feels good. You just want to bend the right knee out to the side so your legs are in tree pose. Maybe you like to come up on your elbows and just practice this. If you decide to stay here, just draw your elbows towards your hips as the hips are drawing towards your elbows. Make sure that the shoulders are away from the ears and ears away from the shoulders. Maybe you like to extend that right leg out to the right. And if you go there and you feel like you want to try, you can see if you want to come up on your hands. But again, be really gentle on your lumbar spine. So we don't want to feel any kind of extra aggravated push on the lower spine. Inhale and exhale. Lower everything down. Take your legs back together. Point your toes. Come back to crocodile pose. Inhale. Begin to lift the chest up. And then as you lift the chest up, lift and hover the hands off the ground. You're going to take your back of the left fingers to your forehead, and then take the right hand behind you, so the back of your right hand is on your sacrum. Inhale, almost like you're doing a salute with your left fingertips. Inhale, lift the chest up, press the pubic bone down, top of your feet down. Exhale, lower. Now, as you lower, you're going to switch arms. So now the right hand is saluting as the left hand is on your sacrum. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And switch arms. Left hand to your forehead, right hand to your sacrum. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Keep squeezing the inner thighs together. Press the top of your feet down. Inhale, switch. Lift the chest. Exhale and lower. Let's do one more time. Switch arms. Left hand to your forehead, right hand to your sacrum. Lift the chest up. Inhale. Exhale and switch. This is the last one. Right hand to your fold to forehead. Left hand to your sacrum. Inhale, lift. Exhale and lower down. Press your hands down and then tuck your toes under. Lift all the way up to top of the push-up and downward facing dog. Beautiful, beautiful work. Begin to pedal your feet one way, another, and then slowly, like you're just kind of taking your time cruising your feet all the way to your hands. Nice and slow. Inhaling halfway up, exhale and fold forward. Hands come to your hips and come all the way up to standing. Take a big step forward to the top of my mat. Inhale, reach up, stretch it up. Exhale and fold. Inhaling halfway up. Exhale, fold, plant your hands down, step your left foot back behind you. Inhale, come into runner's lunge. Exhale, spin the back foot flat, walk your hands to the left side of your mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bend that right knee a little bit deeper. You may notice that you can go a little bit deeper this time. Inhale, coming back to the center, walk your hands to the top of your mat. Bring the left knee down to the floor as you come into half split. Walk your hands back again to the left side. Inhaling, lift. Exhale, and see if you can fold a little bit deeper, like I can come down to my elbows this time. Inhale, coming back to the center, walk your hands to the top of your mat. Spin your back foot flat and come on up. Inhaling, warrior one, open into warrior two. Very nice. Now this time, as you open into your warrior two, pause here for a moment. Bend the right knee a little bit deeper. Shoulders are soft away from the ears. Press strongly to the outside edge of the back foot. Now, as you begin to straighten the right knee, begin to almost like you're flying. Ooh, we're gonna fly over into our Trikonasana triangle pose. So right hand rests on top of the right knee. Then come back into warrior two. Inhale. Exhale, fly into your triangle. Inhale, back into warrior two. Exhale, we'll fly into your triangle. One more time. Inhaling, warrior two. Soften the shoulders, bend the right knee deep. Exhale, woo, fly into your triangle. Pause here for a moment. Let the shoulders soften. Lift up through the inseam of both legs. So really energizing the inner thighs. Lift the inner arches of the especially the front leg, but even the back leg. Inhale and exhale. Now, this is the tricky part here. So I want you to take your gaze over to the right toes and then lower the left hand down towards your right ankle. You see how I did that? My left hand was up here. I'm lowering the left hand down towards my right. So it's a little bit of a mix between triangle and pyramid pose. Drop the head down and then begin to bend the right knee deep. Good. Take a nice deep breath here. Feel that nice stretch on that inner thigh. Pick up the left heel off the ground, come back into your lunge, and then step the left foot enough where now you can come into pyramid pose. So move that right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, fold over your right knee. Just drop the head here. Take a nice deep breath in. Make sure the left foot is planted firmly onto the mat. And then bend the right knee deep and step the left foot next to your right foot. Inhale in halfway up. Exhale and fold forward. Bring your feet as close as you can together. Bend the knees so deep that your rib cage is going to touch the top of your thighs. And then turn your left palm up, lift your left heel up, and slide your palm under your heel like it's a spatula. You're sliding it under a piece of fish or something. So lift the heel up, slide the palm underneath. And do the same thing with the right foot. So my palms are under my heels. I'm dropping the head down. My rib cage is glued to my thighs. And then from here, I can begin to straighten out my knees as much as I want to, as long as my rib cage and thighs stay together. Take a nice deep breath in. Deep, deep stretch for hamstrings. Exhale. And then release the feet. Bring your hands to your hips. Come all the way up to standing. Inhaling, reach up. Ardha Hastasana, stretch it up. Exhale, and fold forward. Step your right foot back behind you, please. Come into your lunge. Inhale. Now spin the back foot flat and come on up to your warrior two. Open the arms up. Shoulders are soft. Bend the left knee deep. Press through the outside edge of the right foot. Take a nice deep breath here. Now as you begin to straighten the left knee, begin to circle your arms down so the left hand comes to your left shin. Trikonasana. Come back into your warrior two. Inhale. Same thing. Exhale. Straighten the left knee as the hand touches your shin. Trikonasana. Come back into your warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. Back into Trikonasana. Good. One more time. Warrior two. Inhale. Exhale into Trikonasana. Now pause here. Take your right hand to the top of your left hand. Inhale. Lift the chest. Exhale and fold forward. Just like that. Keep both legs straight. And then bring your hands down onto the floor. Now bend the left knee and step the right foot just enough so you can press through the outside edge of the right foot. Inhale, lift the chest, and exhale, come into your pyramid pose. Drop the head down. Take a nice deep breath in. Let the head go completely. Inhaling and exhale. Very nice. Deep breath in here. Exhale it out. And then bend the left knee and step the right foot next to the left foot. Inhaling halfway up, exhale and fold. Bring your hands to your hips and come all the way up to standing. Inhaling, reach up. Exhale and fold forward. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, plant your hands down, step your right foot back, left foot back, come to top of the push-up. Lower all the way down to the floor. Bring your belly down. Inhale, lift the chest up into a cobra. Exhale, bring the forehead down, tuck your toes under, press up to top of the push-up and downward facing dog. Now, here I'm just gonna ask you to walk your feet just a little bit closer to your hands. Just a little bit, like maybe, it's a little short version of a downward facing dog. Bend the knees and lift the hips all the way up towards the ceiling as you press the earth away. Let the shoulders soften. Inhale and exhale. And then send your left leg all the way up towards the sky. And three-legged dog. And as you exhale, draw the left knee to your chest and step the left foot in between the hands. So bring the right foot a little bit closer to you. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. We have a little bit of a short Anjayanasana or short high lunge. Inhale, lift the arms up, bend both knees. Straighten both knees, excuse me. And then exhale, now begin to, so we're gonna return to the what we did initially. Bend the right knee deep and then begin to twist over to the left. Inhale here, reach back as much as you can and then come all the way back to the center. Bend the left knee, Spin the back foot flat, warrior two. Inhale, exhale back into Trikonasana. Inhale all the way up, exhale warrior two. Come all the way back to high lunge. Step the right foot up a little bit more. Straighten both knees. Inhale. Exhale, bend the back knee as you twist and reach towards your back heel. Maybe go a little bit deeper this time. Inhale, come all the way back to the center. Exhale, warrior two. We have one more to go. Inhale here. Exhale, Trikonasana, triangle pose. Inhale, come all the way back to the center. Exhale, warrior two. And then swing your arms all the way back. Pick up that right heel a little bit closer to you this time. Inhale, straighten both knees. Exhale, bend back knee. Bend the right knee. Twist over towards the back heel. Reach your left palm, left fingertips towards your right heel. Inhale, come all the way back up. And then bring your hands to the floor and step your left foot back, downward facing dog. So we're gonna repeat that on the other side. So initially start with a shorter down dog. Inhale, float the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Inhale, lift all the way up. Straighten both knees. Exhale, bend the left knee as you twist over to the right. Reach your fingertips towards your left heel. Inhale, come all the way back up. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale here, exhale, Trikonasana, triangle. Inhale, come back up to the center. High lunge, Anjayanasana. Walk your left toes a little bit closer. Straighten both knees and then bend the left knee. Twist over to the right. Reach your right fingertips towards your left heel. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, warrior two. This is it, you got this. Inhale, exhale, Trikonasana, triangle. Inhaling, coming back up. Back into high lunge. Step your left toes a little bit closer. Straighten both knees first, and then bend the left knee. Inhale and exhale. This is your last one. Twist to the right. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, warrior two. And triangle pose. Beautiful. And inhale, come back all the way up. Now stay here to the long side of your mat. Turn your toes out and heels in. Inhaling, reach up. Cross your hands behind you. Exhale. Ooh, breath, breathe it out. Inhale, come all the way back to the center. Lift up and exhale, hands come to the heart center. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Reach all the way out to the side, cross your hands behind you and exhale. Press out what doesn't serve you any longer, let it go. Inhale, now grab whatever it is you want, bring it home. Lift it up to the heavens and exhale, hands come to the heart center. Last one. Inhaling, reach. Exhale, cross it behind your head. Ooh, let go of what doesn't serve you. I don't want it. Inhale, grab what you want, bring it home, lift it up to the heavens, and then bring it home to your heart. Beautiful. Turn your toes in, heels out. Hands come to your hips. Lift the chest up, Pasarita, Padottanasana, fold forward. Come all the way down. Bring your hands down onto the floor and drop the head down. And just pause here for a moment. Drop the head down. Lean your weight forward just a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit more towards your ball of your feet than your heels. Inhale, come, lift halfway up, and then bend that right knee as deep as you can. Turn the right toes out and flex the left foot. And maybe you come into a little bit deeper Skandasana for the inner thighs. If you like to, you can open your arms out. If you like to, you can create a bind and find your fingertips behind you really more about the legs than upper body, but these are just variations that you can enjoy. Be playful. Release your hands, walk your hands all the way over to the left foot, you turn the left toes out, bend the left knee as you flex the right toes up. Maybe you like to fly, your wings open. Maybe you like to create a bind, but keep that right leg really strong and powerful. Inhale and exhale. And then just bring your hands back to the center and heel toe your feet a little bit closer to each other, and you're just gonna have a seat. You don't have that far to go. So extend the legs out. Inhale, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, bring your hands in front. Keep the legs really strong here. So press your heels down, your calves down, your hamstrings down. Your tail is going towards the back wall. And you can just come forward just a little bit. Doesn't have to be that far. Deep stretch for the inner thigh. Exhale it out. And then gently begin to lift yourself up with the help of your hands. Bring your knees towards each other and bring one of your blocks with you. So take a block with you and lie down on your back. And as you lie down on your back, pick up your feet off the ground. My shins are parallel to the floor. There's a 90-degree bend in my hips and the knees. I'm going to take my block and put the block in between my thighs. So not so much your knees, but the upper thighs, okay? And then bring the feet down on the floor. Squeeze the block in. Bring the heels a little bit closer to your buttocks. Palms are open towards the ceiling, and then lift the hips up. As you lift the hips up, squeeze that block in between the thighs. Now lift the right heel up, lower down, and lift the left heel up. The toes stay down. All you're doing is alternating, lifting the heels up. Keep squeezing the block in between your thighs, and keep lifting one heel up at a time. Breathe here, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, squeeze that block in between the thighs. Exhale. Inhale, you might feel a little bit in your hamstring and the buttocks too. That's okay. Keep squeezing the block in between the thighs. And then next time your left heel is up, lift both heels off the ground. So lift the hips up, lift the heels up, squeeze that block in between the thighs, and just hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.5, 2.25, 1.5. Squeeze it up, lift it up a little bit higher, and 1. Very nice. And soften it down. Put the block to the side. Lift both feet off the ground and extend your legs away from each other. So wide legs out to the side. Take your hands on the inside of the inner thighs. There's going to be a little battle going on between your hands and the inner thighs. I want you to press your inner thighs into your hands as the hands press into the inner thighs. You're going to feel a little bit of a tremoring in the legs. That's perfectly fine, but keep pressing them. Your hands are definitely winning. So don't let your legs come towards each other. Really press into your hands, hands into the thighs. Keep pressing, letting whatever tremor you feel, that's okay. Keep opening your legs wide as far as you can. Breathe, 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 breathe. Inhale and exhale. Let your legs come together. Bring your knees to your chest. We'll do that 2 more times, okay? So legs up, spread your legs wide apart. Hands on the inner thighs. Press your thighs into your hand as much as you can. Hands onto the inner thighs. Open your legs wide, wide, wide. Keep it going. The legs are going to shake, all kinds of shaking and tremoring happening here. That's fine. Just breathe, inhale. Exhale and then release. Bring the legs together, bend the knees. Pause for a moment. We have one more. One more, that's it. Legs up, spread your legs wide, take your hands on the inside, press your thighs into your hands, hands into the thighs. Press them as wide as you can. Your hands are really strong and they're winning this battle. Keep breathing, inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Let all the air go out. Inhale. 10 more seconds, you can do this. Press your legs towards each other as the hand press it open. 5 more seconds, and 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful work. Bring your knees to your chest. Let your hips come off. And the ground, rock a little bit side to side. And then put the left foot flat. Take the right knee on top of the left knee and drop your knees over to the left. And just stretch it out. Close your eyes. With a deep breath, the young, active part of our practice is over. Now we're just going to drop in and be ready for our final pose. And then bring your knees back to the center, switch sides. So left knee comes on top of the right knee. And drop your knees over to the right as you either close your eyes or look over your left armpit. And inhale, coming all the way back to the center. If there's one more pose you really have to do, feel free to do it. Maybe you'd like to do a happy baby pose. Maybe you like to do a Supta Baddha Konasana, supine butterfly, whatever feels good. And if you're ready for Shavasana, then you're ready for Shavasana. So extend your legs out. Legs are at least mat width apart. Let your shoulders come down your back. Let the back of your neck be long so that the head can rest comfortably on the floor. Close your eyes. Let your forehead be smooth. Cheeks are soft, tongue is heavy. Let's do a little quick scan all the way from the top of your head down to the tip of your toes. Just notice the pulsation in your body. Notice you're almost like a cloud of sensations. It is said that the atoms in our bodies were once part of millions of light years ago, part of other galaxies, and that some of these atoms may be atoms that were shared by even, people of great importance. Not saying that you're not important, because you are, but maybe sages and seers. So feel that sense of being grand in your body, because you truly are. We all have a unique manifestation of the universe. And it's so great to be able to realize that we all matter in our own ways. We all deserve to be here. As you're ready, gently begin to wake up your body, wiggling your toes and fingertips. Draw one knee to your chest and then the other knee to your chest. Notice which nostril you're breathing out of a little bit easier. Roll over to that side and pause for a moment. And then with the strength in your top arm, press yourself to a comfortable seat. Sit tall, just like we started at the beginning of the class. We're going to finish the same exact way. Bring your hands to the heart center, please. I bow down to the sage and the seer inside all of you. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through your practice. I feel like our time together is so short here, but I do really appreciate it from the depths of my being. Have a beautiful day. Remember, I teach tomorrow at 12:15 and also Friday, so hopefully I'll see some of you then. Thank you. Namaste.